Japan, the country that is made out of small islands and filled with mountains. In 1603, Tokugawa Ieyasu made Japan one country and changed the capital of the country to Tokyo. Before he did this, the country's government's power was weak. There were already leaders in each region of Japan. After fighting with each of the leaders, Tokugawa Ieyasu won and established a strong government to rule Japan. Tokyo, the capital city of Japan. Tokyo is located in 35 degrees, 41 minutes, 22.22 seconds north, 139 degrees, 41 minutes, 30.12 seconds east. In Japan, many people ride trains and bicycles. If you go on the street, there would be many people riding bicycles. Trains are also a common type of transportation. Even kids ride trains to go to school. People use airplanes to get to Japan. The most used airports are Haneda Airport and Narita Airport. Japan imports resources such as petroleum oil, since Japan only has very little resources. Japan uses the resources that they import to make electronic appliances and cars to export. This is a Dynabook computer, a computer that Toshiba made. Japan does most of their trading with the US and China. Japan exports 18% with China and exports 17.7% with the US. The migration rate for Japan is 0. That means that the same amount of people are emigrating as well as coming into Japan. Since Japan is located very close to the tectonic plates, earthquakes occur quite frequently. When earthquakes happen, the news tells where it happened and how strong was the earthquake and if there might be a tsunami caused by the earthquake. The tsunami that occurred on March 11, 2011 is a tsunami that is said to happen once in 1,000 years. The nuclear power plant broke down due to this event and the nuclear spread around the place where the power plant was at. A tsunami occurs in Japan about once every century due to that the country is near to the tectonic plate. Japan is made up of one main island called Honshu and other small islands. There are many mountains in Japan. This causes the rivers in Japan to come from the mountains. Han Jin from China got interested in Japan and decided to go there. Even though he failed 5 times, he made it to Japan. Another person named Kanji helped spread Buddhism around Japan. They surveyed 1,200 people. 61% that they had no religion, 34% said that they were Buddhism, 3% Shinto, 1% Christianity, and 1% other religion. There are 4 seasons in Tokyo, but in winter it doesn't snow very often. If you ever go to Tokyo and it snows, be sure to eat the ice. This is kanji. It came from China. Many countries used this form of writing long ago, including Vietnam. There are over 1 million kanjis. We learn them over the course of school, but we don't learn all of them. They are complicated because one kanji usually has 2 to 3 ways of reading it. One of the ways is the word by itself with added hiragana. The other way is taking one kanji and putting it together with another kanji to make a word. Hiragana is not from China. Each individual letter is 1 syllable. They were made by simplifying kanji. Katakana is the same thing as hiragana with the reading, except that it was made by taking parts of kanjis. It is only used to write foreign names and things that were originally not from Japan. Sushi is raw fish on Japanese vinegar mixed with rice. The population of Japan is 127,253,075 people. The population of Tokyo is 13,230,000 people. Infant mortality rate of Japan is 2.2 out of 1,000 and 291,229 in the population. Tokyo Sky Tree is the tallest tower in Japan. The building is 634 meters tall. It was opened to public in March 22, 2012. It has a shop inside the building with souvenirs. These are the actual tickets you get when you go to Tokyo Sky Tree. Tokyo Tower is the second tallest tower in Japan. They started building it in 1957 and they completed it in 1958. It is 333 meters high. The government of Japan is democracy and the economy is capitalism. This is Prime Minister Abe Shinzo. The economy structure of Japan is capitalism. The economy of Japan is the third in the world, making $5,960,180 per year. Japan uses 1% of the GDP for the military. There are 99,182,000 people using the internet in Japan. In Japan, all of the public schools are free, including elementary, middle, and high school. Public high schools just became free a few years ago because there are not many children in Japan. In my opinion, the teaching style of these schools are very boring. There is no modern technology. While the teacher talks, she writes something on the blackboard. Then we have to copy it down in our boring notebooks. And then the teacher tells us to look in our boring textbooks. And we usually have one test a week to show how much we learned from our kanji lessons. If you have a trading business or an electronic company, this country is the perfect country for you.